I voted no on this budget when it came in front of us the first time. And if I would be here next week, I would continue to be a no vote. There's a lot of wonderfully good, positive forward movement that has been articulated in this budget, but I still believe that a budget is a moral document that actually, when you put your money where your mouth is, it really proves that you are who you say you are. Since I've been in this body a little less than 6 months, I keep being told this is not the time for this conversation. This isn't the time for this conversation. This isn't the time for this conversation. I think we need to change the time for conversations that we have, because I think it's important that we have these kind of conversations up out close in public, so that the public gets to actually see and hear and be able to weigh in on whether or not the decisions we're making are good ones. Most of the time I'm pretty polite when people tell me that it's not the time for that conversation. I'm probably going to stop being polite when people cut me off and try to redirect me, because I wasn't elected to just go along to get along. I was elected to ask really hard questions. I was really elected to make sure that I was holding people accountable for the outcomes we all say we want. I was elected to ensure that voices that aren't traditionally heard in this building actually are heard. And so I'm not going to be silenced. If you tell me that there's a place for the conversation and it's a public place that we can have the conversation, then I'm open to that. But I will not allow people to tell me that I haven't picked the right time. Unless people tell me what the right time is, I will never know what the right time is. But in my view, the time is in the public eye. The time is when we're having public deliberations, and the time is before we take a vote, not after. And so I appreciate your indulgence to allow me to speak about the budget this week. I'm excited about some of the budget allocations that have been made. Can't wait to get to work on the Portland Street response and to make that a reality. And I'm so appreciative that the mayor shares that vision about changing who first responders are in our community, and how we can be more compassionate and empathetic as we engage with people who, but for economics, would not be on our streets. And if not for economics, would not be in our jails. And if not for economics, wouldn't be facing some of the huge hurdles that they're facing. And so we got a lot of work to do, and I'm looking forward to the next year. And I'm very grateful to the Budget Office. I am also want to take this opportunity to acknowledge Kristen Johnson, who is the most phenomenal budget analyst that I've ever met. She works in my office. She has over 10 years of City of Portland budget experience. And without her leadership, without her understanding where all the dollars are in the city's budget, I would not have sounded as smart as I did through this process. And so I want to thank you all very much, and thank you for your grace, Mayor. And I am done.